Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a June monthly budget where I review the month of May and then I continue on into June.
You have to be your biggest fan and
do a review of all of my budgeting goals for the month of June. I love filming these budget resets or just monthly budgets where I go over how much I've spent in the month before and then what my goals are for the next month. I think it's something that keeps me super accountable, and it also is really good for me as I'm on this financial journey into setting myself up financially. I think it is a really fun thing to look back on and see how things change as the months go on and over the years, just to look back on. So if you've never watched one of my videos before, hi, I'm literally Lydia. I make all sorts of content on YouTube, including organizational, finance, budgeting, do hauls. So if you've never seen one of my videos before, I would love for you to subscribe down below so you get notified when I upload new videos on YouTube. So this is my, third or fourth budget video that I filmed, and I love filming them, and I think it's just so interesting to see how people spend their money, how people save their money. But yeah, if this is like kind of something that you're interested in, I have a whole playlist, which I'll leave linked down below, which have all of my finance budgeting YouTube videos. Let's just get right into the video. If you have never watched one of my videos before, I currently work a 9-to-5, which is where all of my income comes from at this moment. I'd love to get some side hustle income coming in, but I'm just building that right now. I also live in Canada, so all of my money comes in Canadian, so I don't pay for healthcare and all that kind of stuff. And then also I live at home, so I don't have to pay like rent, mortgage, anything like that. But I'm currently working towards buying a condo, so I've already bought the condo. I'm just saving up over time until it's finished being built for me to put all of my down payment money. So you'll see a lot of my money does go to savings and investing, which is why I have such a high savings and investing percentage of my income. So I think that's everything I have to say. I'm also debt free. So I did have student loans for 6 months, but I lived at home and I paid those off completely and in full. So I don't have any debt. I don't have credit card debt or anything like that. So that's also something to take into. And yeah, I also do have a video on how I paid off my student loans, and I will also leave that video linked down below, and it gives some good tips on how I did it so quickly and how I was able to pay off $15,000 in 6 months. So let's just get right into the video, and I will share with you all of my May monthly budget, and then we'll go into June and I'll set that up for you as well. We're gonna start with the May monthly budget, and we're gonna go into my income summary, which I had 2 paychecks this month, and they were both $1,531, and that's my take home. So I've already paid taxes, I've already paid my private healthcare insurance, and I've put money into my pension. So that adds up to $3,062. So then to go into the bill summary, I have my phone bill, which is $66 and stays very consistent. And I currently have an old iPhone, which I am hopefully just keeping as long as it will last, because I don't want to have a bill on like paying down a phone. I really like just having a $66 phone plan, which is awesome, and I just want to keep it as is. And then I also pay for Peloton Digital, so that is like I think $16 a month, and basically I can do like any workouts just by using my iPad or my phone. So you can do like running classes, spin classes. I really like their meditation and spin classes. Those are my 2 favorite styles of classes that they do. And then I also have Epidemic Sound, which is the music for my YouTube videos. And then, which adds up to $101, and it's very, I think if I look back at all of the months that I've been using this budget, it's always $101 for my expenses, or for my bill. And then to go over to my expenses, so I break it down by health, restaurants, takeout, shopping, Apple, and lottery. I definitely need to add some more categories. I just don't know how to change it up, but I think I'm going to change that part up for June. But so far for health, I budgeted $100 for the month of May. I really spent $182. Restaurants, I budgeted $100. I really spent $121. Takeout, I budgeted $100 and I spent $52. Shopping, I budgeted $150. I spent $378. Apple, I budgeted $100 and I spent $28. Lottery, I budgeted $20 and I spent $0. So for the totals, I budgeted $570 and I spent $760, so an extra $210. And to kind of like go through and break that down more, I spent a lot of money on takeout and going out. And then another thing where I didn't know where to put that was going golfing. So I went golfing with friends and that was $44. And I put that under restaurants. So really I didn't go over budget with restaurants. I just didn't know where to put it. So I'm gonna have to make like a leisure category for next month to put golf in. And like if there's any like other activities that aren't like drinking or going out to eat, I'm gonna have to make a specific category for that. So next month, that's what I'm gonna do there. And then the other category where I went over, and I feel like I should explain, is shopping. So I got a bunch of stuff from Amazon this month. And then I also went to our WCO and I got two rompers, like really like nice rompers, because in the month of June, I have a lot of like, I have like birthday parties, I have like graduation, prom events where I have to like dress up, and I really wanted two new rompers to wear to that, and I'll wear them after as well. But I haven't gone shopping in a long time. That being said, I think I did pretty good with my budgeting this month, even though I was over. That's why I have a buffer in my checking account. I have a buffer of like a few $100s just in case things like this happen. And so I don't have to carry a balance on my credit card, because I want to ensure that I'm always debt free, and I just never want to pay. It's like a slippery slope for me if I put things on my credit card, and I just don't want to have any debt. So savings kind of took a little dip this month. So for my first TFSA payment, I did $1,111, and so I budgeted that and I spent that. I moved that over. And then TFSA number 2, I just did 1,000, not 1,111, just because I wanted to keep that buffer in my checking account. And then for my RRSP, like I've said in my previous videos, that just comes out automatically. So I put $50 in for the month of May. And then the last one was Mexico. I budgeted $200, but then I only put $100 in. But like that fund is like pretty much fully funded at this point. So I think what I'm gonna do for next month is just put $75 per paycheck. But going back to my cash spending at a glance, I've saved 72% of what I've brought in for the month. I have on my expenses is 24.3%, and my bills is 3.2%. So 72% of my salary is really good for me to be saving, and I do save more, but it's just in my pension and I don't really know how much is in there. I don't even know if I can check how much is in there. Hey guys, so I'm back to film the June portion of my monthly budget. When I was editing and looking at the calendar, I realized that I'm actually only paid twice for the month of June, so I wanted to come back and just completely refilm this just so everything is clear and it's not confusing. So for the month of June, I'm getting paid on the 8th and the 22nd of June. So total, it's $3,060 in income, around $1,530 each paycheck. And then to go to my bill summary, my phone bill $66, Peloton Digital $16, and Epidemic Sound $19. My bills always stay the same from month to month. It's just how it is, and it's been like that since January. And then to go right over to my expenses, I put in $150 for health, $125 for restaurants, $50 for takeout. I'm trying to reduce my takeout because I really don't need to do takeout that frequently. I should be trying to make food at home as much as possible. So I'm just doing $50 in case I'm out with friends and we decide to get takeout to someone's place or something like that. So that's kind of the instance that I'm going to allow myself to do takeout, just so I can cut down on my budget a little bit and kind of keep it to areas that I really need it to go. The next is shopping. I put it up to $250 just because like I have a few things that I want to buy for the summer. So I have some summer clothes that I want to buy, which I'll be doing a haul later on this month. I'm assuming either Old Navy or Lululemon, maybe both. We'll kind of see how that goes. Next I have the Apple, and then leisure is $50, and which is like golf basically is what I'm gonna put as that. So that's like a round of golf, which I'm good with. And then I have a miscellaneous for $50. So anything that doesn't fit into the other categories, that's where I'm going. And then in my savings, so I have $1,000 going to each of my TFSA payments, so one for each paycheck. So I took that down from $1,100 each payment to just $1,000 neutral. So it'll be $2,000 go towards my TFSA payments, which goes into my condo down payment, which I've talked about earlier in this video is my #1 priority for the month. And then the next one is RRSP, which I've talked about at length. I like to put $25 bi-weekly in there just to continue the habit of investing. Before I bought my condo, I put a lot more in there, but now because I have a pension plan, so I don't really need to be investing that much in retirement right now. I'd rather put that money into buying a house or buying a condo. And then the next one is travel, which I want to put $100 away for the month. Because my fund is pretty much fully funded for Mexico. I'm just trying to invest as much into my condo and spending money with my friends and family, especially during the summer, and then I'll clamp back down again in the fall. And it looks like I'm gonna have around $50 remaining, which is great. I'm getting much more comfortable talking about finances online. I would have loved to have someone to watch their finance videos, even just a few years ago, to see how people budget. And it really isn't hard, like, especially with the budget template that I use. It's super easy just to add the numbers. Anyway, that is kind of it for my June budget with me and reviewing of my May budget. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you liked it, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want me to film any more finance content, please leave your ideas down below. I would love to film them. I will see you in my next video. Bye!